Hi guys.
Welcome to the Real Realities Talk Show. My name is Peace.
My name is Biola.
My name is Victor Wabari.
Okay. Today we'll be talking about knowing yourself. Knowing yourself. Knowing yourself, for start, has to do with understanding your likes and dislikes, your tolerances and limitations, your dreams and desires, your strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah,
True.
and I also like to say that for today, it's more than a topic. It's a lifestyle. It's an attitude that should conceptualize a human being because it's very, very important. Because someone said that a life, the purpose of life is actually a life of purpose. So the whole essence of life, if you not knowing yourself is not being captured, then it's a wasted life. So as such, did I say tonight? Today's topic is actually a very important one.
Okay, today, as we already said, we're talking about knowing yourself. But then we are streamlining it or trimming it down, narrowing it down, whatever English you choose to speak, to as regards emotions, knowing yourself emotionally. And so our topic for today is emotions, knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Do we want to say that again together?
Okay.
Emotions, knowing yourself.
Yeah, moving forward, we want to have the basic understanding of what emotions really is. What's emotion?
An emotion is a feeling of happiness, of fear, pride, anger that can be caused by persons around us or a particular situation at a particular time.
Okay.
And you know, sometimes people will make us. I just want to draw our understanding to the fact that some persons feel that emotion is tied to a feeling of weakness, to a
Exactly.
feeling of tears. Especially in this part of the world,
Very true.
we've come to acknowledge the fact that you hear people say, "I'm not emotional," because
They don't
I
share
I don't share tears and all of that. Oh, you want to say something about that?
Yes, some other persons will say I'm not emotional because they don't love. They feel they
They don't have the-
love.
this
There's
one,
some
yeah.
stuff around.
Yes, they
Yeah.
don't do all those mushy things and
What
all
did
that.
what did you call it?
Mushy.
Mushy. Okay, why not?
Yeah, they don't do all those things, and so they feel they don't have emotions. But then, what we are trying to say is, emotion is not tied around one thing because basically, factly, when we talk about emotions, the first thing person's head runs to is love.
Love.
No.
Tears. Those are like the two basic things. But
That's
emotions, as we can see from her
It's broader than
definition,
that.
is broader than that. It
Yeah.
has to do with fear. It even has to do with pride,
Mhm.
shyness,
Anger.
all these things. So emotion is not tied around just
No.
one thing. So let this one is taking us further.
Okay.
What are the types of emotions we have now? What are those things that, because we've said emotion is not just one thing, it's not just love, it's not just fear, it's not just so what are those things that makes emotion?
Okay. So I'll start. I would like to start with the most obvious one: happiness. Happiness is a form of emotion, and of course, it's birthed out of a good feeling. When people do good things to us, when we do good things to ourselves, or probably achieve something, we have this by default. Although there are exemptions, there are persons who, but I'm talking on by default. We all have this tendency to actually feel happy whenever we do something good or people do something good
Yeah.
to us. So one emotions I think we have, which is very glaring, is actually happiness.
Yeah, and I think another one, I know another one is fear. Fear to do something new, or maybe trying something you failed at and you want to do it again, you feel like, I don't think I can do this anymore, or persons will definitely laugh at me. Also, fear can also come as part of being bullied.
Yeah.
You have friends around you that bully you, people around you that bully you, and like, I'm just scared of this person. Person is coming and really shaking. So that's one thing that can cause fear.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like to talk about pride. Yeah, pride is a sense of emotion. Yeah, it's a sense of emotion, and it is birthed out of this desire to always be on top, unnecessary. I like to use that word unnecessary. We should all crave to actually be on top,
Yeah.
but not unnecessarily. You just want to be on
Be on
top. You
top.
just want to be known. You just want people to like you're the A guy. People just know you are there. That is actually a form of emotion in itself. Also, yeah.
Okay, now this thing I want to say, I'm sure you guys have observed it too. There's no doubt that we all have, whether good or bad emotions, we get to exhibit it at one point or the other. But then we notice that there are different ways people react when they have some of these emotions. There are different reactions people express. You said pride. Someone might be proud, and the way the person even walks, you know this guy is proud.
Exactly.
But then there's another proud guy. Someone was telling me that, growing up, he's this kid who used to play the keyboard in the church. And so when he's playing, at some point, he'll just play.
That was me. Don't stop looking at me.
He'll play play and I didn't mention your name now. So he will play and then he will look around and be like, I hope people are seeing me.
Yeah.
That's a kind of pride, But then one who sees it, not sure there's no love is another. Some persons will be like, when they are in love, they can comport themselves. They can even be sitting down next to the person they love and they're just all. And then there is somebody that I love this person now. By the time I'm sitting, my hand
all touchy.
It just wants
exactly.
So why do people have these different reactions as regards emotions?
Yeah, I feel one word is temperament. Yeah, that is what it is. So our temperament influences our reactions to certain emotions. You talked about happiness. You talked about love, right? Two persons. One is in love and is just able to comport himself. The other is in love and she goes out all mushy.
Yeah, right? Loud about it.
Yeah.
Now you check it very well. One guy is actually choleric. The other guy probably is sanguine, and so their temperament goes a long way in affecting their reaction.
You just said choleric and sanguine, and I'm sure some persons out there is like, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, what did he just mention? Because not everybody has read the book.
Okay.
I can bet on that.
Not because you don't understand what it means.
So.
Okay, basically we have four. Ola is actually good in analyzing temperaments. So I feel she should do the four categories of just the four categories of temperaments.
You didn't plan for this.
Just do it.
Okay, let me help her. We have four categories of temperaments. We have the choleric, the sanguine, the phlegmatic, and the melancholic, right? So this temperaments kind of most times they follow us from birth.
That's right.
From situations around us. Yeah. From a geographical surrounding. I'm just trying to say this. Some things that affect that brings about our temperament are from birth, from the situations we have around us. Yeah. So these four temperaments have different ways they react. A melancholy tend to be shy.
And she claims to be a melancholy actually. But I don't agree.
Carry
on. Yeah.
If phlegmatic is shy as well.
That's Ola. She's actually shy. That is why she's not able, and she's not willing to even talk about it. She's actually flat. I'm exposing everybody here. Don't worry.
We have the choleric. That guy is choleric. The cholerics, those ones are the rigid ones, the tough ones. Then we have the sanguine, they are the loud ones. The people who do. Those are
everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Those are kind of persons we see in the comedy industry. They talk, they are bold, they are. So you can carry on.
Alright, so I feel our reactions to certain situations, emotional situations, are being influenced by the kind of temperament we are. The kind of temperaments we have. That's what it is. That's just what it is.
I think that helps us to exhibit our emotions. Like, person's going for a burial now, and then some persons are crying, but someone is just sitting down there, pained and hot, but just calm and just looking, and someone just like, see that guy over there. I don't think he feels anything.
Naive kid. It's just not being killed.
This
part of the world.
Then another thing, sometimes still talking about this temperament and the way people react and why they act the way they do. That's actually the name of the book.
Yeah.
Some persons, especially in this part of our world, it's said generally that men are not emotional beings. Men don't cry. Men shouldn't.
Why would they cry? That's like weakness for them.
You be guy. Please
tell us.
Show more like this thing.
Okay, I can relate to that. I feel it's because of our culture in this part of the world has been influenced by the choleric temperament of a man. Okay. People have always seen good leadership to a larger extent coming from the choleric people, those men who are able to hold on to and be rigid to certain goals and carry other people along, right? Not resistantly, you get. So it has gone a long way to influence us. So we believe that the man should be this guy who is out there, focused, a goal-getter. He's not concerned about your emotions. He has a goal, you just have to carry along. It has really influenced us. But truly,
You are talking of a grown-up man. I'm talking of a part where I've seen mothers who will tell the small boy comes home crying and the woman is like, go back there and fight. How can you come home crying?
It's the mindset.
That is what I'm saying. That's the mindset we've carried along. They've seen the boy child who's going to grow up to become a man tomorrow. That he should be choleric. That they feel a man because they feel a man is what a boy will actually grow up to be a man. So they start telling that boy when he's young now, because tomorrow they don't expect him to be so fidgety and so affectionate. But of course, I stand to dispute that. We've seen great leaders, we've seen men cry, we've seen Obama cry before world television.
Yeah,
I'm sure if he had done that in the 80s, probably they would have called for his resignation.
Exactly.
But we've seen that. So the fact that you are a man does not mean you shouldn't have affection. And I mean, I did not say that a man who is a flag is not a man.
Yeah, because you know those persons are quiet, they are easygoing
Right.
people, calm.
But those are the men actually. Women.
Maybe that's why.
Did you say that?
I'm not sure you heard me. You know, like some men, they're just like, you need to behave like a woman, like, so a woman.
Yeah. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
we had that kind of conversation yesterday.
Yes.
What I referred to as ladylike.
Let's do
Right,
it,
I
like-
feel that should
It's
not-
wrong. That's wrong.
Yes,
That's
That's
wrong.
wrong. The fact that he's a man doesn't mean he shouldn't
She don't have-
exhibit
yeah,
feelings and all
yeah.
that. Okay, so moving further, we're entering this topic. It's sweeting you, but it's sweeting me too.
Me too.
Okay, we want to understand emotions and their control. What are, because I'm saying this to say now that we've identified the kind of emotions we have. We've
Yeah.
seen tears, we've seen love, we've seen happiness. All these things are emotions that persons exhibit. But then there are some persons that they cannot control their emotions.
It's
Have you heard it?
extreme.
You probably heard people say you cannot control your emotions. That's because emotions should at some point be
It's
controlled.
controlled.
So some persons now, we've talked about knowing yourself, and then you're like, okay, I know myself. I know that my emotion, in fact, the place my emotion is to get, I'm a very angry person. In fact, if I get angry,
I'll scatter everywhere.
Scatter.
one person I know right now, he's a pastor, but then he was telling us that when he was young, when he get angry, he would go outside, pick stones, and begin to break
That's extreme.
their window because it's glass.
That's
and
bad.
then he will use stone and begin to break it. And then now, when you ask him, he'll say it's emotions, right? He's exhibiting his
It's emotion,
anger. So, but then we have to be able to control. Some other persons might be tears, and then you just see a cute puppy passing and you're crying. As funny as it might sound, it's true.
Have you done that before?
No, I've not done that now.
Okay. I thought you told me you've done that before.
No, I can't see a cute
Okay,
puppy
yours
and
is cute
cry.
babies.
They can just be, oh.
No, when I see a cute baby, I can really melt, so I won't cry. No, but truth is, what I was trying to say, some persons can be really overboard
Yeah.
when it comes to their emotions, love, and then it's just like, if this person doesn't love me, I'm going to die, and so what are these emotions and their control? Want to know what are the control?
Like, talk about tears, people crying to the extreme. I just feel that when you're crying, you should be conscious when you're crying. It's not an unconscious state. So, yeah, that's the truth. Because some person just gets to cry and I see they are now doing a purpose. It gets to a point, someone's like, I bet it's too much.
Yeah.
It gets to get so tiring and so like disgusting. Because I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
Yes.
So there are times where you're crying. It's fine. It's okay to cry out, but it should be under control.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself. Like, it's okay. Do
Calm
something.
yourself down. I know somebody who, when she's crying, she cries really well. But when she begins to cry, sometimes she just walks to the mirror and look at herself and be like, so why am I crying now? Look at the way your face is when you're crying. And before you know, she just, cleans up, and then she's good.
Do you know what used to even pain me most? When people watch movie. And after the movie, they're still crying. Like, really? Why would you?
No.
So person just, so, I don't know.
No, so that's you exhibiting emotions.
Yes, but it should be controlled.
It should be controlled. It's not the time that you will now cry
After the movie, I still
because
cry.
no lies. I've cried.
No, I cry for movies, though.
before.
Very well. I cry for movies, but after the movie, I should go
This
back to
one
my
you're
normal
not sorry. Are you
state.
sure you're not crying when you're watching a movie?
I should go back to my normal state of being okay. Not that I'll not be in my room. I'm like, and he killed him. Why, Amma? You should be able to control this kind of thing.
That's right.
Seriously.
Alright, okay, so guys, we've talked about walking away, we've talked about talking to yourself, we've talked about being intentional. She also went ahead to talk about going in front of a mirror. These are some ways, but I feel okay, overall, there is that which is called the spirit controlled temperament. We have Peter in the Bible. Peter was actually a very shy person. He was shy to the extent that he denied Jesus. I feel not even the last person, I feel Peter should deny himself ahead of Jesus, but he denied Jesus. That should go a long way to tell you how this guy was. But that was the same Peter who came out to preach to over 3,000 persons. You can imagine the level of boldness,
Yeah.
because there was an encounter he got with God, and that's temperament of shyness, which is I feel it's found among the phlegmatics, right?
Yes.
Was being it was being exhibited, and then he found God, and that stuff was controlled, because I don't feel a normal Peter would have been able to stand before before 3,000 persons to preach. And I feel there is that which is called the spirit control temperament.
No, you don't feel. You
There is
know,
the-
because I know
there
it.
is that.
Yeah, I
Which
know.
is good. So, in as much as we talk about the controls, you can control it, and you can just tell Jesus, this is too excessive. This is too much. I cry too much. I get angry too much.
I'm too shy.
I'm too shy. Like I can. She. Okay. Let me.
Let me expose myself. I can be really shy. I can be shy to the extent I'll start crying.
Wow.
Like how bad my shyness can be, right? So somebody out there that know me now will be like, "Well, you used to take solos. Forget it."
Yeah, I think one thing you did was just being intentional. You have to just take your stand. Like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
Because if you keep saying, okay, spirit control temperament, yes, it's fine, it's okay. But if you're not intentional about letting God do what He wants to do in your life, then just keep being you. Imagine being angry and like you're like, God, take control. But you're going to the person's the person is close to you, like, and you're holding a knife. You're like, God, take control. God, take control. So when you're angry, yes, God is taking control, but you have to be intentional too.
Yes.
You have to calm down, talk to yourselves, and most times, or what you should even do is that don't wait till the situation comes.
Yeah.
There should be time for yourself. I don't know if you guys know that it's possible to just talk to you, have a day for yourself, and then talk to yourself. Not things that pull you down. You're like, no, this anger, I can't do it anymore. You know the things you do to walk away, to sing, to just do something. And
You know, someone said the best time to find a solution for a problem is not when the problem is there staring you in the
That's
face.
right.
It's
That's right.
before
Before
that
the
problem.
problem arrives. You tell yourself, okay, if there's this thing, what do I do? And then you work towards it.
Mhm.
Now, I just feel someone out there might be asking, okay, what is this spirit control temperament? Is it that immediately I get born again? Or someone might be saying, I'm born again. I used to have anger. I used to have anger issues before I gave my life to Christ. And even after giving my life, I know that I'm saved. Well, there are things people will do and I still exhibit this anger. So is it when I give my life to Christ, I'm supposed to automatically have the spirit control temperament, or there's something to do? Tell us.
The truth is that when a person gives his life to Christ, primarily salvation curtails the outward things we do. A saved person would not go about stealing anymore. A saved person would not go about fighting anymore. But temperament,
issues of the heart.
of the heart is actually, you have to go beyond salvation, okay? You have to go for an intentional work of grace at Calvary and tell God,
Intentional.
this is my heart. Because the whole thing we're talking about boils down to the heart, temperament, emotion, everything.
The heart of the matter is
It's the matter of the heart. I think that's all. So take your heart, go to Christ. God, this is my heart. Brood over my heart. Take this out of my life. Take this out of my heart. Take this anger and all of that. Be intentional with God, and He will do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be intentional with God, and He will do it. I love that.
That was word. Okay, with this, we have come to the end of today's episode of the Real Reality Talk Show.
Show.
Any final words?
Yeah, I want to say that when you cry, people make you feel that that's your weakness. Like,
Yeah,
people make you feel that
that's
you're
right.
too weak, and then you don't want to express yourself anymore. And you need to have something that you're not. Imagine you crying, and then someone's like, you're too weak, and next time you want to cry, you're like, someone will say I'm weak, so I'll just try to hold myself.
Yeah,
I'm strong,
yeah.
and no, cry it out, but please control. That's it.
Victor,
Yeah.
any
No,
last
she said
words?
everything
She
already.
said
Yeah.
everything. Okay, she said everything. For me, I don't have final words. She said everything. Please, I want to beg you, especially for this one, do not forget to hit the subscribe button.
You know what, you have to hit the subscribe button, because you're getting value from that which
Yeah.
you're doing, right?
Exactly.
Also like the videos, and we want to know what you think. We don't just want to come and talk and just go. We want to hear your views. What do you think about emotions, knowing yourself? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. What have you learned from it? Also, we want to see those
Your reaction.
feedbacks. Yeah, we want to get your reactions. And we'll be leaving you sadly. My name remains Peace.
I'm not leaving you sadly. My name remains Viola.
I'm leaving you with a hyper spirit. My name remains Victor Wabari.
Me too, I'm leaving you.
What's that?
Okay,
Bye.
bye.